Hey guys, Destinygundum, and today we're going to be doing another review, which is kind of long overdue because I did this review a month ago, but I've been using this app called Untitled Chapter, and it hasn't really necessarily been helping me out all too much because whenever I upload a review, it would stop halfway and pause the video, and then right when I go back onto the app, it would pause the video again and then restart the whole process. So that has been quite the issue, so I haven't found the time to re-review this kit. So it'll fit the parameters that iOS has given me for shooting video reviews. So this is going to be into two parts then. So today we're going to be doing a review of Valvrave 5, the Hiuchiba. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's pretty cool. So here's the box. Very cool, crazy looking, nice HD images of the kit. And then you got, here's another picture. It's a relatively thick box, I gotta say, because of the shields. And here's some CG images from the anime. There's the weapons, the crossbows. It retails for about 3,500 yen in Japan. But here in America, you're probably looking at probably 40 or 45. Depends where you are. I got mine for 35 because I got it at a Black Friday sale along with the Valvrave 6, the Hiuchiba. So I will be doing a review of that after I do this. So here we go. First off, in memory of Senpai, I will be showing off his giant shields. Now these shields are just amazing. They are, I can't say enough about these crazy looking shields because they're just so cool, and they definitely add a different look to this kit that doesn't emphasize the Valvrave look. So here, for some size comparisons, let me just bring in some other kits. Now obviously some of my other kits are painted. This is completely as my other ones, not painted, completely unpanel lined. Nothing has been done to it, straight out of the box, straight build. Because I will be doing, I will be painting all of these guys and decaling them up from Samuel Decals. So for size comparison, here is Valvrave 3, the Hikuminari. Let me see if I can focus on something here. Let me see if I can get Valvrave 3 all set up. Okay, so here they are next to each other. These two are kind of like buddies because in the anime they launch together, and then it kind of shows how powerful the Valvraves are. And right here I have Valvrave 1, where he's on his super large stand, and there's only one reason why he'd be on a super large stand, and that's an upcoming review. So here's Valvrave 1. So there's those three together, the guys in the group. So yeah, so he's wider than everyone. The Hikuminari is, I believe, wider than him because of, oh no, he's actually wider than Hikuminari. So overall I believe he's the most interesting looking one next to the Hiuchiba because of their unique shape and the difference from the Valvrave frame. So let's just get cracking into this review. So we're just going to look at colors so far. So for colors, you get this nice blue color. It's not the darkest blue, but it's okay. I think it matches the anime alright. Also, there's supposed to be a whole bunch of white lining all throughout his body, like kind of like pinstripes. Bandai did not include panel lines for that. They did that on the Hiuchiba, but they didn't do it on the Hiuchiba, the Hiuchiba. But yeah. I'm just gonna refer to him as Valvrave 5, but yeah, so that's kind of disappointing. So now I gotta go on eBay, buy a scriber, and scribe some panel lines on him before I paint him. Yeah. So then also you have this white color. It's pretty straight white, no off-whitish. That's pretty much it. Clear green, this nice clear orange. These shields are really nice. They're a little greasy because like I've been handling them, and your fingers always leave fingerprints on it. And then you got this gray color, a nice light blue color for the hard lights, and these shields. I'll just put these to the side. These are just crossbows, and there's a reason why they keep popping off, and I will explain that towards the end of the review. And you got black, which is pretty standard. So moving on, let's go into articulation. So for articulation, the head can rotate 360. If you kind of like just maneuver it out of the way, but it can do that, and it can go up pretty far, like so, about that far, and then down pretty far, so you can have it go back in. It's on a hinge and a ball joint, so that's pretty useful. Next, the arms can rotate 360. There is no issues there. And then the shoulder pads, there's a whole bunch of articulation here with the shoulder. So first of all, it can move up right there, and there's another piece on the inside that moves up like that. That's the original Valvrave shoulder armor. And then so this section can move up at a hinge right there. And then let me just take off his arm and I'll show you guys, because this is gonna get out of frame. So here it is, and then there's a joint right here which lets it move up. And there's another joint right here which lets it move more up. There's a ball joint that attaches the shoulder to the shield right here, and so it can do all sorts of stuff. It's a ball and a hinge. And there's another hinge joint that can move up like this. So you got plenty of articulation, so you can reenact plenty of things from the show or the anime. Yeah. Then the elbow, you got that 180, and then the ball jointed wrists and a swivel bicep, and there is a little polycap in there, so you can move up and down, in and out, and pretty standard stuff. He does have a lot of clearance. The Valvraves, they have a lot of holes, like a lot of empty space, so then you definitely don't have to worry about articulation. And then the torso can rotate 360 if you move all these pieces out of the way. All these little pieces, they move up and down. This piece falls off a lot because it's just one little peg, and it's not even a very secure peg. Now this is the only Valvrave that has the skirt armor, so those are just on ball joints. And then the leg can move out pretty far, back pretty far. There's a back skirt right here that just moves up and down, kind of like a butt flap. And then he has that nice 180 bend, and the foot, even though it's just a standard ball joint, can move around a whole lot, and it's a very solid foot. So there's that. So moving on. So you know what? Let me just move on right here. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get him stand. Next, we'll go over weapons and accessories. So, weapons and accessories, he comes with 2 katanas. These are just extras. These don't actually have anything to do with him. They're just extras. Just keep in mind that if you buy all the Valvraves, you'll have an extra set of katanas along with swords from the Hikuminari. So you can definitely replicate Valvrave 1's anime-like image. He also comes with a whole slew of hands. He has his closed fists. He has 2 closed fists, which are left and right. He has that on right now, along with 1 open hand left over from Valvrave 1, with that little finger gimmick where his fingers can wrap around the Volk arm. And then he has 2 open hands, which don't really hold anything. He doesn't come with folding sickles or anything like that, but he does come with these sweet crossbows. So here they are. They just open up like that, nice and simple, plain and simple. And then, yeah, so then you just peg it in right here. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm probably just going to fit this whole thing into one review. So, here you go. And then, just peg all this stuff in. And there you go. So, it's just little grooves, and it slides in there. And it holds on very securely. And the only issue is that the crossbows themselves don't hold on securely, because there's a peg right here. I have no idea what happened. The peg just one day stopped working on me. It's pegged in all the way, but I have no idea how this happened. So let me just get him in a pretty cool pose here. So there you go. And then he just shoots out all this fire, or not fire, like these beams, and they do go up and down. So because they're just frictioned on there, so yeah, then you just take that out, and yeah, they're kind of fragile though. And then see, these things are really loose. I have no idea how they got so loose. So take those off. Next, moving on to the shields. The shields has kind of an accessory. They're really big, really nice. These parts on the insides were crazy to cut because they're just so fragile. Also, you can do plenty of poses. These do pop out there on ball joints. You can strap them onto the Hikuminari. There's little slits in the shield that let some gray pass through. Yeah, I don't know. There's just not too much to say about this guy. I mean, it's all pretty much just there. I mean, guys can get it or not. He's a very nice kit. He does come with his own stand, which has a peg underneath inside of his lower torso, and then you can just have him flying. Or yeah. So that's pretty much it for this review, guys. I can't really find anything else more to say about him. He's a great kit. Definitely pick him up. Don't pay over like 50 for him, because then you're just overpaying. Because then you could just buy a something else. I don't know, master grade, perfect grade. No, not perfect grade. Just like, I don't know. Don't pay 50, and if you're paying like 35, that's a great price. That's an awesome price. All right, so I'll see you guys for the next review.